structure, the same structure that brought him to power, Fubara. And practically, it's just about the wallet of a River State, the River State boss. So with the weakest men this weekend, celebrating with the weakest award, right? Who knows to say? I mean, it's sort of a single space, as you know, right? But it's different from the one I showed you last night. This one is a different one. Take a look.
No more peaceful protests again now, because peaceful protests know they work. Yes, peaceful protests, you know they work. More turn out to one man, more enter so scatter everywhere. More shook, waiting no good.
But my last year now. But you know why I let that video last that long? Is that I would want to say, I would say this to some of you young people that will come across this video. Okay. I know Nigeria is tough. I know the whole system is rigged against you. But please, my dear, do everything you can, rightly, legally, so that you don't grow up and end up in videos like that at your age, old age. Imagine you in your 60s, in your 50s, in your 70s. We know the wicked is our leader. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? All for, because it is true. These are the reasons why you will never have good roads. You will never have good schools. You will never have good hospitals. You will never have electricity. You will never have any real good standard of living because of this. They are in their millions across Nigeria. And when I say in their millions, I'm just talking about their extension that way. They feed from the crumbs that the rogues like Wirewike and Fubara and the rest of them throw their ways. So whatever you do, please My dear, don't end up like that, too. Try and not end up like that. There are many thousands, hundreds of thousands of them. We call them political jobbers. They are the ones who are waiting for their turn to be councillors. They are waiting for them to be appointed. Their appointment is not because they want to serve anybody. The appointment is simply because it is going to be seen as a reward for doing what they are doing for years. They are still waiting for their own reward. I hope you understand. Talking about, reward. Nasu, ASU, ASUP. Or you saw this your academic, what do you call them? The academic staff union in Nigeria. Well, I don't know if you know, there is going to be the shutdown of some of your schools. Well, maybe not shutdown of your schools, but the staffs of some of these your schools, colleges, university, including ASU. Do you know they have a plan for downing tools from tomorrow because of unpaid salary, unpaid pension allowances, and so on? Yeah, I'll show you. Please listen to this conversation.
Thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thanks a lot for having me.
Maybe you give us a short version, sir, of the background to this particular agitation for those in the know. For those who are not in the know, I should say.
I can't hear you.
Go ahead, sir.
I can't hear you.
Did you hear my question, sir?
No.
I was saying that just a short version of the background to this current agitation by SANU and NASU.
Yes, thank you very much. That is very, very important and imperative. We need to know where the problem we have now at our hands emanated from. What we have on ground now emanated from the 2009 agreement. The workers in the university under the auspices of SANU and NASU agitated that the 2009 agreement was overdue for review. That was on at a time and nothing was done again. And in 2022, we have to go on strike to press home that agreement, the renegotiation of that agreement. Again, we have the issue of earn allowances. We have the issue of our state university poor funding, and we have the issue of inconsistencies of IPPIS. And at the end of the day, 2022, in August, the then Minister of Education, Malam Adamu, called the two unions to a meeting where it was agreed, and we committed all that we agreed upon into writing, where 50 billion was earmarked for the payment of earn allowances for all the workers in the university and inter-university centers, where there was a solution to be proffered to appeal to the state government to fund the state university properly. There were issues on ground whereby even for 5 months, 6 months, some workers in the state university were not paid. And we were agitating on that how much is this salary that you will still be owing the workers. These were part of the issue, and they were communicated into writing. And interestingly, it was signed that no member of the two unions will be victimized. Lo and behold, 4 months' salaries were withheld. And that will tell me to be victimization. Because if you withhold our salary, you have victimized us. And when this president came on board, he said he has granted a waiver for the payment of this withheld salary to the university workers. Lo and behold, since last year up to now, our members of NASU and SANU are yet to receive this money. These are the problems on ground currently.
So for proper context, the withheld salary, it has to do with the strike of 2022. Am I correct?
Very well.
But I understand that
ASU
was paid 4 months of the withheld salary. Nasu and Sanu were not paid. Am I correct, sir?
Thank you very much. Yes, okay. Yes. After the waiver.
Okay.
Go
ahead, please.
After the waiver, our counterpart in the academics were paid 4 months out of about 8 months. And ours were 4 months and nothing had been paid. All that we kept hearing is promise upon promises, and nothing has been done up to now.
So besides promises, what exactly are they saying for not paying? Is it paucity of funds? And because I know you've described it as unfair treatment, insensitivity, discrimination, and all of that. What exactly are they explaining to you as a reason for not being able to pay?
Yes, we met with the Honorable Minister of Education and the Minister of Education for State and even Permanent Secretary of Education on Thursday last week. All we were told was that the papers have been transmitted to Presidency and that they believe that something will be done. Nothing concrete came from the meeting we held with the Honorable Minister. And it is interesting again to know that we were invited to a Ministry of Labor. And when we got there, we were told that she was called to the Presidency. This is the second time she will invite us for a meeting. We will go there, and she's not on ground. So nothing from any quarter as to why this money is not paid.
So let's go back to your mobilization. How far-reaching are the people? I mean, how far do you want to go with this series of action you're about to take? And have you received any call since you released that letter from the Presidency or from anyone from the government?
No, apart from the failed meeting of Thursday, nothing. We have not heard anything from anybody. And our members across the country met in their various branches today, and they will hit the ground running as from tomorrow. And like you rightly said, we will appraise it by next week, Thursday on the 18th. We are going to do the national protest in Abuja. And after the national protest, if nothing is done, we will get back to the table. The two unions will profile the next line of action.
And the next line of action will be?
Yeah, the next line of action is not what an individual at this point can predict. Because the way we do our things is it will be done democratically. Because we'll first of all push it back to the branches who will meet and give us the go-ahead on the next line of action. It's not something that one single individual will define for now.
I just want to take a...
You won't need a car to travel. You won't need an aeroplane to travel. You will just say, I want to go to London. And you'll be in London. Whether you believe it or not, the time is coming when you won't need you.
The reason why you watch that video is because when you are hearing about Sanu, Nasu, Asu, Asup, Yosup, and other names like that, they are talking about colleges, university, lecturers. The same set of people that are the ad hoc staffs, or should I say ad hoc staff rather, for INEC. Mr. Yakubu, Nigeria is not a real place. I will continue to remind all of us, it's not a real place. Nigeria is a place where lecturers, university lecturers, senior professors, they will work in cahoots with the election riggers, with the politicians to falsify election, to rig elections, right? Then the politicians will take over the power, then steal their salaries, steal their pension, steal all of their whatever. Then the lecturers will now go on the street and say, we are going on strike. I've not seen anything like that anywhere else in the world. I've not been to many places in the world, but if you have, let me know. Like, you have the power to actually deal with these rogues in a way that nobody has ever dealt with them before. Eh? Who said that again? No, was it Stalin? Was it Stalin or Gorbachev that said in the third world countries, it is not the votes that count. It is those that count the votes. No be votes, no be your votes matter. Now person with the counter matter. And guess who are those who are announcing the counted votes, announcing results? Fake results, forged results. University lecturers in Nigeria. Then another set are their own students. Lecturers, they rig election. Students we graduated to go to NYSC, they are also rigging elections. I'm not saying all of them. Some of them have been attacked and killed for resisting rigging, for rejecting bribery during elections, have you? We have seen so many of them that they can't wait for election. Election gig. You are doing NYSC when they are doing election, or more you go cash out, have you? They will all work together, rig elections. When the criminals that they collected money from finally gain the access to their own commonwealth, they take all the money, take their salaries, take their, then these guys will come together and say, we are giving you 21 days. We are giving you 30 days. We are warning you. We are going to go on strike if you don't pay us our money. But when another election is coming, they will start lobbying again, lobbying the politicians, lobbying INEC again, so that they can make a quick bucks. And then they repeat the cycle again and again and again and again. So I like listening to them. I just listen to them when I see especially anything that has to do with university in Nigeria. The lecturers, all of your professors. You go see professor with professor of political science, reputable university. He has published books on how to run a government, on how to fight corruption, on how to do But guess what? He's in bed with the same people that continue to prove his theory as just theory, not practicable. So I don't know. It's unreal. Imagine me, lecturer, professor. They are paying me 400,000 naira. 150 pounds. Professor of the university, 150 pounds a month. And then the election is coming. Person will not even go school. Forged certificate is the governor. The one that is going to be paying me 400,000 naira. Now this guy is taking over 1 billion naira every month from his own states. Living large, living, hundreds of cars, convoy, houses, home and abroad. You lecturer, we rig the election for him. You are just looking at him on TV and say, they're very long. Instead of you to even pay the 400,000 you're not paying us. Now you are not even increasing our salary. Like this, we talk like you will see them lamenting and complaining. Then they will be waiting for the day they will be contacted and be given 1 million, 2 million, or 10 million naira to change the election result. So they don't think or consider that they are going to be victims of what they are participating in. But we don't have any choice now. We don't have any, few months after, they will be back on the streets, shouting or singing, soli, 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 so, whatever. Anyway, here is something I found today. Ebonyi State is is the poorest. Ebonyi is the poorest state in southeast Nigeria. That is where Devulumayi was their governor. I mean, I don't want to feel sorry for Ebonyi per se, okay? The guys who are chancing and taking advantage of them there, right? Somehow, they have managed to succeed themselves one after the other. Devulumayi, who is succeeded by Mufuulu, whatever that one's name. What's his name again? Mufuulu, Dipeolu. Anyway, this guy is predecessor, his own godfather that made him governor. Devulumayi, who is now the Minister for Works in Nigeria, the Mr. Coastal Highway. He built an airport. I think he built that with over 57 billion. How much you built your airport, your museum, your national theater? If you are from a Ebonyi state here, raise up your hand. Where are you? So this guy he designed airports. And there is no single plane that landed in at the airports. Initially, they said they were building the airports to attract investors to Ebonyi. Now, nobody is using the place. The one that now succeeded him, who has been unable to pay salaries as at when due, okay? The one that, anyway, see, it can be tiring though, right? Now, one of them came out, and that one is out. He's saying that they are now going to start Ebonyi airline. If people are not going to come and invest in the airports, well, they will just try to kind of make something out of it. So that simply means that they are looking for, okay, they are not. In fact, this lady said they already have investors who have now bought the airports. What the Ebonyi state government want to invest in right now is to buy 5, but she said they've bought it. They've bought them 5 aircraft to start airline, Ebonyi airline, Ebonyi here, or Ebonyi here, Ebonyi here. Listen to her.
40 to 60. And recall, we are going to equally have flights for cargo. This place is both human and cargo. And the cargo, when I was in Addis Ababa, I saw the real cargo department where you have all the warehouses, cassava, yam, just name it, palm oil and all. We will have it here and it will export.
As when you are putting the ministry, any timeline to it?
To the cargo.
To what we're expecting is Ebonyi Air.
Yeah.
For instance, any timeline to it?
We are we may not put timeline here, but I'm telling you that as soon as possible.
Thank you.
You'll be happy for it.
Thank you.
And many people will be joining. He is very, very down to earth. He knows where our shoes are pinching us because he was once wearing the shoes. He knows that we have cadre of people, level of people, and types of people. All fingers are not equal. So whatever that is good for the Jews is good for the gander and not wizard. So he has measures for those of them that may be willing. That's why even when he gave out some assistance to some traders, he went down to the people hawking along the road. The same thing here. If he wants to apportion any area for people to sell their goods, he will be so happy to help Ebonyans, to lift the Ebonyans up. That is the charter of me.
Thank you.
Thank you. The fan, every approval, it took us time, both the design and the type of print. And aviation is not like ordinary transport sector, that anything goes. If they don't approve the print, you're as good as not wasting. And we hear ourselves, this is the highest contact point to Nigeria, spiritually and otherwise. Because when the flight starts coming in, we have a sponsor that is ready to give us 3 extra flights that will be flying out. Yes, we've already entered into agreement with them, and very soon it will happen. Please help the state. Me, I don't rebuke any press that is writing against me. It makes me to stand up. It makes me to do better. Because if I keep quiet, I will not be able to get it right. And if there are no challenges, people may not sit up. Some people will say you are a fan of radio, you are a fan of television. It's just because I want them to know the truth. Yes. And when you know the truth will set you free. Assuming I didn't call you people when we started here, you saw how this place was. Nobody believed it would be possible. Nobody agreed that it would be possible. But today, we are already facing the truth that it is possible. And more are coming. If we start floating our aircraft, and let me announce to you that this particular area now, we are constructing quarters for all the staff of aviation. Come on. Yesterday, they've come to measure the site. They will commence work immediately. 3-bedroom flat per each staff. At a point, it may be owner-occupier, but let's hold it at that. Then, as you are coming, by your rights, you see a very cleared land. We want to start aeronautic university. We already have investors who are going to help us.
But since you have said it, my interest is that there's some of the stuff.
University, and we have what we call the hangars. Hangars are the mechanics. If you can take my voice,
No, we take
other airports. You know, it's not every state that